Hello everyone, this is me again, Nathalia, and I will be your teacher/guide in this video. Rio is definitely a unique, crazy place. There's so much to see that sometimes I think people forget about very important things. And, of course, miss the opportunity to live the very best that the city has to offer. I was born and raised here, so I have seen the good and the bad. And now I am ready to show you things you need to know before going to Rio. First things first, let's talk safety. Rio does have a bit of a reputation. And yes, you do have to stay alert. But don't let that scare you off. You are not going to get robbed if you blink or anything. You can have fun and enjoy. Just don't forget where you are. Avoid flashing expensive items like jewelry and keep your belongings secure, especially in crowded places. For example, never put your phone in your pocket when going out, taking the subway or the bus. If you plan to go out at night, stick to well-lit areas and make fun with the locals because they know the ins and outs of the place better than anybody else. And of course, do not hesitate to ask where to go and where to avoid. Okay, another important thing to know before going to Rio is the art of negotiation. It is practically a sport here, and you must know. It is common knowledge that street vendors may charge more to tourists, so negotiation is an essential. To avoid overpaying, you must learn how to negotiate wisely. And by wisely, I mean, do not get aggressive, do not get confrontational, keep it respectful and calm. I could make an entire video teaching how to negotiate in Rio. It's really an art, but let's keep it simple. First thing, never accept the first price they gave you. Second thing, try to bond. Ask for their names. Tell them your name, tell them where you're from. Try to become friends with the person. Vendors in Rio are really just people trying to make a living. So, all you gotta do is show that you respect them and you just want to pay for a fair price. One helpful strategy is to observe how much they are charging other people and then say, well, why are you charging me more, man? I'm from here, I'm not a gringo. And they will laugh at you, but eventually they're gonna charge you the fair price. Now let's move on from the safety topic and get to the good part. There are two Rios. One for those who stick to the tourist script, and one for those who allow themselves to live the experience as it comes. Rio is definitely an unpredictable, crazy place, and for me, that is the best thing. You never know where the day will lead you. You can start at the beach and end the day in a stranger's house with the view of the Christ, with a lot of new friends that you just met. So the best thing is, engaging with the locals and don't shy away from new experiences. Allow yourself to embrace the unknown. With caution, of course, but allow yourself. Okay, moving on. Portuguese is the official language of Brazil, not Spanish. And despite being a very touristic city, you still may struggle a little bit with communicating depending on where you are and where you're going. That's why I always say that learning phrases like key phrases is very important. That will help you communicating with the people that you need to communicate the most. People in the market, people in the public transportation, people in the streets. And when moving around, and I'm talking transportation, be careful. When taking public transportation, you must search very well where you want to go and how to get there. Our metro service is very simple. We have 3 lines, I guess. But buses can be tricky. If you have an appointment, the best thing is taking an Uber or a taxi or, an app service because buses may just not show up. That happens. So if you don't want to get late, well, you can either leave very early or, counting on luck. And don't trust online information 100% because things are changing all the time and it takes forever for them to update the information. The best thing really is asking people, and that's why I say that learning phrases is useful. When taking private transportation, avoid taxis. Give preference to app services. And also, even in the app services, you may always pay attention to your trip. Keep an eye on the navigation in the app to make sure that the driver is taking the correct route to your destination. It happens, especially with tourists, that drivers take longer routes to increase the fare. So make sure to show that you know where you're going, and most important, that you are paying attention. Well guys, this is it. I know it seems like a lot of information, but it's actually simple. You just have to stay aware. Don't get distracted. Don't forget where you are, really. You are in a city that has violence, like many other cities in the world, but you can get along here. I've been living in Rio for 28 years and nothing has ever happened to me. So I'm pretty sure it won't happen to you if you pay attention and take care of yourself. Well guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!